Dragon Ball collectibles. There's the good, the bad, and the seemingly unobtainable. We've all been there, right? You come across a photo on Instagram or Twitter, or maybe your favorite Dragon Ball collector YouTuber, not naming any names. Do it! But maybe they made a video of a figure that you're really interested in. You get excited, you decide that you need to have that figure, and then when you go on your favorite retail site and try to look it up, nothing. Or worse, you see that crazy price tag at the end with 4 zeros before you even get to the decimal. There are so many rare Dragon Ball figures out there that are either extremely hard to find, or you can't even fathom the idea of being able to afford it. Today, we're gonna go over all of them. The rarest Dragon Ball figures of all time. Number 1, the Dragon Ball Rejuvenation Chamber from Irwin Toys. If you're as old as I am, you might remember the Irwin Toys Dragon Ball figures that you'd see at Walmart, Kmart, or Toys R Us. Irwin Toy Limited was a Canadian distributor and manufacturer of toys. As a kid, Dragon Ball was hot here in the United States, and there were plenty of toys from Irwin that I needed in my own little personal collection. That's probably the origin of how I got started in this hobby as an adult. I remember owning the Irwin Toys Evil Boo, Super Saiyan 2 Gohan in his Saiyaman outfit, the Great Saiyaman himself, and even Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta. I always wanted the Super Saiyan 3 Goku from this line of toys when I was a kid, but maybe I should have wanted the Rejuvenation Chamber instead. This Rejuvenation Chamber set came with the Chamber of Name and a golden Super Saiyan Goku figure. The reason it's so rare is because it was a Sears exclusive figure that released in the year 2000. This rare figure has very few listings online, going for an average of about $600 to $850. That's crazy. I've seen listings of the Super Saiyan Goku figure on his own for about $100 for maybe those who want the novelty of a golden Super Saiyan Goku figure. Number 2, the Dragon Ball Z Budokai double pack of Son Gohan and Perfect Cell from Jakks Pacific. All right, they made plenty of different Dragon Ball toys back in the day that were very similar in design. So Irwin Toys and Jakks Pacific, they were very interchangeable in my mind growing up. I remember Super Saiyan 4 was super hot during this time as a kid, and I was salivating over the idea of owning the double pack of Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. Another double pack they made that apparently has become incredibly rare was one of Super Saiyan Gohan versus Perfect Cell. This released sometime between 2003 and 2004. There were actually 3 double packs released around this time. One of Gohan and Cell for the first Budokai game, one of Super Saiyan 3 Goku and Kid Buu with Budokai 2, and one of Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Vegeta with Budokai 3. The discs themselves came with cinematics of the Budokai games, but I'm not entirely sure since I've never owned one. The single listing that I was able to find didn't even have the back of their box intact, so I can assume that they're hard to find in decent condition. This listing included the Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Vegeta at a bid that was already at $150, which, hey, I guess isn't too bad for a couple of rare figures. Number 3, the Dragon Ball GT Great Monkey Baby from Super Battle Collection. Baby is easily one of the coolest villains in the Dragon Ball franchise. His hatred of the Saiyans was so engaging due to their conquest over his people, but what was really cool about Baby was his design, especially when he was a Golden Uzaru in Dragon Ball GT. As a kid, I was obsessed with Baby and the Super Battle Collection figures from Dragon Ball. Super Battle Collection figures were very early museum-styled figures from Bandai of numerous characters and forms from Dragon Ball, like Super Saiyan 3 GT Goku, Super Saiyan Vegeta, but of course, the rare and valuable Golden Uzaru Baby, better known by his figure's name, Great Monkey Baby. I remember seeing this toy in magazines and listed on some websites like Toy Wiz as a kid, and I was dying to have it. Now, before I get too deep into this, I think we can all agree that Super Battle Collection figures haven't aged all that well. A lot of them look like bootlegs, especially when you take a closer look at their face, but there is a somewhat charm to having a bunch of them. This Baby figure was released in 1998 and goes for anywhere between $400 to $500 on average. Honestly, as much as these do look like bootlegs, I'm kind of tempted to collect some of them or all of them one day, just for the novelty and the nostalgia. Number 4, the Dragon Ball GT Omega Shenron from Jakks Pacific. If you thought those double pack figures that I mentioned were the peak of the collectability behind Jakks specific, well,
are you sure about that?
This Omega Shenron figure seems to be the toughest to find in good condition. He released back in 2004, and I don't think I've ever seen a listing of him that includes his original box. He was a double pack with GT Goku, but it doesn't seem like anyone is all that interested in the Goku figure in this case. Poor little guy. Going anywhere from $400 to $600 if you want him to have all of his spikes. It's probably because Omega Shenron almost never gets any merchandise. Number 5. The Dragon Ball Z Tokyo Toy Festival King Cold. The Tokyo Toy Festival, or Tokyo Toy Show, is an annual event sponsored by the Japan Toy Association that promotes toys and entertainment franchises in Tokyo, Japan. Years ago, they would promote and sell exclusive items for the attendee. One of these items was the King Cold and Mecha Frieza figure set. There were only 300 sets made with Mecha Frieza and an additional 500 without Mecha Frieza. I don't think I've ever seen a single listing having both of them together. The only listing I found was this King Cold figure without Frieza, and as a used item alone, he's $1,000. That's insane. Number 6, the Dragon Ball Z 3-pack of Super Saiyan Goku, Super Saiyan Vegeta, and Super Saiyan Trunks from Super Battle Collection. All right, let's head back to Super Battle Collection one more time. We've talked a lot about double packs in this video, but in here, we're going to talk about a triple pack of the 3 legendary Super Saiyans from the Android saga. Having the 3 of them as a set of figures is a dream come true. Now, taking a look at the figures in this set, I think they look pretty bad, not gonna lie. Lots of colors are off and their faces are horrid, but I can see the novelty in owning one of the earliest Super Battle Collection sets released in 1992. If you were to hunt these down, then get your butts and wallets ready because they range anywhere from $1,000 to $2,000 for a used set. Insane. Number 7, the Dragon Ball Z San Diego ComicCon 2011 exclusive Super Saiyan Son Goku. SH figure arts are not a focus on this channel whatsoever. I personally don't find them all that appealing, and for the price and sheer amount of them that release, I fell off of it pretty fast. But I can't deny how popular they are with many collectors. In comes the San Diego Comic-Con Goku. If you don't know what the San Diego Comic-Con is, then I don't really know what to tell you. What planet are you from? Are you from Namek? But this Goku was released during the 2011 San Diego Comic-Con and was an exclusive release from Bandai during it. He's in a special color version with shading and bright colors, and also only released in the United States. The figure will cost you anywhere from $1,500 to over $2,500. Number 8, the Dragon Ball Z Uzaru Vegeta Diorama model Yajirobe tail cut version from Zine. We're starting to get in some very obscure territory here with Zine figure. These were basically Dragon Ball Arise figures before Dragon Ball Arise was a thing, as they're also manufactured by Plex. This diorama of Vegeta holding Goku as Yajirobe cuts his tail has to be one of the most rare figures on this list, as I only found a single listing of it in used condition for nearly $5,000. I don't understand why he's so rare, but I can speculate that it's because Zine/Plex has a habit of making very limited quantities of figures to make them look like they're very rare and hard to get. Number 9, the Dragon Ball Tokyo Toy Festival Piccolo Daimao black color version. We have one more Tokyo Toy Festival figure on this list, and I have to say, it's pretty damn cool. We recently got a Master Lease Plus of Piccolo Daimao within Ichiban Kuji, and it's quickly become one of my favorite figures ever. But before the Kuji release, we had this beast, the Piccolo Daimao Tokyo Toy Festival Edition figure. But not just any Piccolo Daimao figure, it's a special black version. I love when these figures have like a premium black finish to them because it makes them feel like true collector's items. You'll be spending just over $2,000. But if you're going to be insane and buy a brand new one, I found a listing for over $8,000. What in the world, dude? Number 10, the Ichiban Kuji Dragon Ball Super Superhero Double Chance Prize, Golden Shenron. Now this is a figure I've personally been eyeing for a very long time. This Shenron released in the Ichiban Kuji for Dragon Ball Super Superhero. That set has many slept-on Masterlies figures like Ultimate Gohan, Piccolo, Goku, Vegeta, the Gamma Brothers, and Pan. I think I speak for everyone when I say that the Shenron in this set was probably the most desirable figure amongst all of them, but it goes even further beyond when you look at the Double Chance prize, which is the same figure but with a golden paint finish. Double Chance prizes are usually just an extra prize within an Ichiban Kuji that you can win via a code on the back of your Kuji ticket. Most of the time, the figures are no different and the bragging rights come from the certificate that you get along with it, but other times you get special versions of figures like this golden Shenron. This Double Chance prize is a holy grail in all definitions of the term, as he only had 100 copies made. If you want to add this beautiful piece to your collection, then good luck, because you'll be spending anywhere from $7,000 to $12,000. So it's either a down payment on a house or golden Shenron. Choose wisely. Number 11, the Super Master Stars piece, Super Saiyan Vegeta. It's no secret that I'm a huge fan of the Super Master Stars piece series of figures. I've recently begun my journey of recollecting all of them, and with figures like the BWFC Bardock, BWFC Gogeta, even the BWFC Super Saiyan 4 Goku, they can be pretty affordable and awesome to collect. But they are nothing like the Super Saiyan Vegeta from early on in the series. This figure had very limited releases, as the golden age of collecting had only just begun for us. He has 4 different versions out there, as Super Master Stars piece figures usually come in 4 different colors. You have the brush with realistic paint and shading, the original with no shading but more saturated colors, the tones, which is a black and white version of the figure with no paint, and the 2 dimensions, which gives the figure an intense paint and shading style to emulate the manga shadows. If you were to collect all 4 from their original Ichiban Kuji releases, you would end up paying close to $10,000. Now, I know that the overseas versions of these figures are a lot more affordable, but for some reason, the Ichiban Kuji versions are a lot more expensive. Because you had to win them via the Ichiban Kuji lottery, they become a little more collectible and harder to get in some way. I'm really hoping that my bank account can withstand collecting all of them. Number 12, the Super Master Stars piece, Super Saiyan Goku. Of course, I couldn't just include the Vegeta on this list, because just like in the anime, Goku is more powerful than Vegeta. Well, at least in terms of rarity. You know what I mean. While the original variant of Goku that was released in 2016 only had 4 variants, he had 4 new variants released after that. We have the regular brush, original, tones, and 2-dimension Goku variants we expect. Also had the Brush 2, the Lunar New Year, the Gold, and the Xenoverse 2 special editions released soon after that. Personally, the Gold Goku was the hardest to find because I couldn't find a single listing of him anywhere, but I did get lucky and find one on eBay. You'll easily end up spending close to $15,000 trying to get all of them via their Japanese Kuji versions. Without further ado, the final entries on this list. Number 13, Yardra Goku. Now, I'll be honest, I don't really know all that much about this Yardra Goku. He looks like an obscure figure from either Irwin Toys or Jakks Pacific. Apparently, he is so incredibly rare that some people don't even believe that he exists. These photos could be something that someone crafted together, but apparently these photos and the figure are real. If someone in the comments section or someone watching this video actually owns him, please let me know what you think his value is. Number 14, the Ichiban Kuji Dragon Ball Legends Battle of World Double Chance Prize, Red Shallot. Ichiban Kuji Battle of World is such a cool Ichiban Kuji set. It gave us magnificent figures like the E-moving Super Saiyan Goku and the E-moving Majin Vegeta. Fans of Dragon Ball Legends also loved this set, as the main original character from the game also received a Masterlies. Shallot. Did you know that he has a red armored version? This was a double chance prize within Battle of World, and he apparently has an extremely limited quantity. I'm unsure how many were made, but I've never seen a single listing of it ever. Not one photo of him in real life either. I'm not sure that this figure exists either, but if it is out there, he must be the rarest Masterlies figure of all time. Number 15, the Dragon Ball Z Tokyo Toy Festival Guru. I gotcha, I fooled ya. There actually is one more Tokyo Toy Festival figure, and it is of Guru. Much like Piccolo Daimao, Guru has the same look and feel as a giant Namek sitting in his throne. He likely was an exclusive item at the festival, but I've yet to find a single listing of him anywhere. He's likely the most rare Tokyo Toy Festival figure of all time. Number 16, the Zeem Diorama model Uzaru Vegeta Arlia Edition and Son Goku. We have one more entry for these Zeem Diorama figures. While the Vegeta and Yajirobe version has a single listing online, I was unable to find any of this Arlia Vegeta. What's even worse is that there are 3 versions that have disappeared without a trace on any online retailer. The white edition, the black edition, and my personal favorite, the Arlia Color Edition. Vegeta with Arlia colors is so unique, so I really do hope that we see something like it in Ichiban Kuji one day. Number 17, the Ichiban Kuji Angel Goku. No, I'm not talking about that Angel Goku from the Duel to the Future Ichiban Kuji. This was an Ichiban Kuji released in 2010 within a Dragon Ball Kai set, Psycho Level no Kessen Hen. Try saying that 3 times fast. This was a double chance prize that was an alternate version of Prize A in the same Ichiban Kuji set. Angel Goku is seen flying away, saying goodbye, while a beautifully crafted Shenron is underneath him. I have seen some photos of him, but there are no active listings online that I could find. Some of the photos that I have seen of him had him up for sale at 350,000 Japanese yen. That's pretty crazy. Number 18, the Ichiban Kuji Gold and Black Uzaru. Now, these last 3 figures on this list have to be some of the favorites that I found. If I had the chance to get any of the figures left on this list, I definitely would. I used to own a version of this Uzaru, but he was just the regular A prize from Ichiban Kuji, Dragon Ball Z, Rebirth Hen. I didn't love the figure over time since he had a very strange paint residue that was coming off of his body, but I can't deny how awesome and desirable these black and gold versions are. I think the black version is my personal favorite of the 2, as the black color makes him look a lot more premium and makes those red eyes pop out a lot more. Number 19, the Ichiban Kuji Gold and Silver Shenron. Now, before we had the golden Shenron from the Superhero Kuji, we had these 2 amazing colored versions of Shenron, the gold and silver editions from Ichiban Kuji, Dragon Ball Z Kai. Both are on a long black base that also have the Dragon Balls underneath them. And yes, they're both double chance prizes, much like the Uzaru that we just talked about. I think the gold one is definitely the cooler looking of the 2. It has to be one of the coolest looking Shenron figures I've ever seen in my life. Number 20, the Ichiban Kuji Gold Uzaru Vegeta. Finally, one of the coolest figures on this list has to be Uzaru Vegeta with an awesome premium gold paint finish. This is a double chance prize version of Prize A in Ichiban Kuji Dragon Ball Kai Taiketsu Hen. Man, I'm just realizing Dragon Ball Kai has some of the rarest figures of all time. This figure is incredibly limited, and I'm pretty sure I've seen it go for $10,000 in the past. But it has a beautiful gold coating that makes it feel like a real life treasure. I don't think we'll see a listing for this figure anytime in the near future, but I'm glad we at least have the internet to gawk at photos of my favorite rare Dragon Ball figure of all time. So those are the rarest Dragon Ball figures of all time. Honestly, are they all bangers? Nah, I don't think so. I wouldn't personally collect most of these figures, but there are some notable releases here and some that I am actually hunting down as a collector. But that's it for today's video, guys. Please let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and like the video if you made it this far. If you do want to join our growing community of collectors and enthusiasts that are just like you, check the Discord link down in the description below. It's free to entry for anybody. But if you do want to go even further beyond in supporting the channel, consider becoming a YouTube member. That way you'll get featured here in the credits and you'll get to see videos like this early before anybody else. But I think that's all I got for you guys today. So till the next video, I'll see you all later.